Can I go now?
Go, Tatro, go. God, you just don't... You're on some speed binge today. I feel the need for more speed. Is that the old one?
The wife broke all the parts off of it.
Well, you John Wayne'd it.
I didn't push it out the wrong way, though.
I was going to say, this is scrap.
No. Can reuse that.
Yeah.
We have a defective tranny we're going to put together for somebody.
Well, I'm sure it'll be a lot better than the one they've got. Ah, by 100-fold. Boy, that's nice.
I got to deburr this. You got me rushing so much, I forgot to do a deburr. This is a Harley big twin bearing brace. Works perfect for working that stuff, see?
Make sure you get it right now.
What's right?
I don't know.
What's wrong? Wrong is whatever's not right. Right?
I'm just trying to watch.
See, it's tomorrow, so I work quicker in the morning.
Yeah, I know you do.
See the clock?
Yeah. 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 12:15.
Did a fresh start on the day. I speed
Yeah.
up.
You're all fresh.
Yeah, I'm gonna round it up now. Now I know what the hell I'm doing right now.
You're fresh, all right.
I'm working. Oh, my way again. See, we got my indicator already set. It's already oversized. It's already the wrong size. It's already big. But it's too rough to use. I gotta hone it a little bit, smooth it up at least. You got me so rushing so much I didn't deburr this. I left that edge for you. Smoother finish than what they had. Hopefully I didn't take out too much metal. We'll find out. Alright, I'll be back. Tight spot right there. Oop, right there we're tight. We're negative down there. It's tight right down in the bottom.
Are you going to fit the shaft in to see what it feels like?
Yeah, I'm gonna see if it actually feels any good or not. So you can see the shiny spot, which is what I just told, and then the rough areas and gouges in there, the low spots from the old, where Harley did it. See how it's got like threads going through it?
Yeah.
That's from them. So all I did was just knock off the high spots and smooth it up slightly. But now we gotta see if it's actually at size or not. I have my doubts. I'm gonna use my washer this time. Custom washer. What happened to my custom washer? There it is. Custom. So that's going to go in there now. Take up the slack. Get you some new rollers. Everything else is new. Damn. What year did I pack those up?
Don't have a clue.
Mid 80s. I think. Did I do those? No, I did those later on. Later 90s, I think. Not sure. Depends on who I did them for. If I did them for Dad, it was in the 80s. If I did it for me, it was in the 90s. I forget.
How long's your dad been gone?
A couple of years.
Was he ever in this shop?
He come down to visit.
Well, that's what I meant. You were doing business on your own.
Mm-hmm.
Did you ever work with him alongside of him like that in your shop here?
Not here, no. The old shop.
Up at your house, huh?
Mm-hmm. We pretty much did different things, so we didn't really work too much on single projects. I built up all my bikes beforehand, so he just told me what to do and or answered my questions when I asked what to do. I just did it myself.
Boy, look at that.
Good clearance.
Yeah.
Whoop.
Oh, No more binding now.
So I'm pulling against it right there. You can see now we got a gap between the gear tooth and the back of the cover now.
Mm-hmm.
Before we didn't, it was right up near it, right to it.
Yeah, but we were saying we did that on purpose. You were coming back.
Yeah.
We weren't sure. That's where you stopped.
So that looks okay. This I still want to work on this a little bit. I think we're good with these rollers. Okay, so those are good. Okay, this here is loose. Looser than I want it to be. So we're going to swap these out. There's the new ones. 9084s. These are 4/10. Now these are back when you get good rollers.
Who
Crap
makes
we make now.
who makes something like that?
This was Dixie stuff. But these were bought in 30 years ago when they had good shit. After they had their big fire, everything got a lot of moisture in it. Started getting a lot of rusty parts, rusty rollers.
So there was a big business at one time, huh?
Yeah.
For them?
Then they started buying cheaper quality stuff in India and then Pakistan.
And then that was it.
It started going downhill. People quit buying the stuff because it was getting kind of crappy, and then next thing you know, they're not doing business like they used to.
Big surprise, huh?
Yeah. I don't know how am I going to do this one. Yeah, you let your quality drop and your business drops away. Then everybody started dying, so nobody was left that knew anything or gave a shit. And when the kids took over, they did the right. They did the normal thing kids do. They sold everything off, took the money and ran. So that's where you're at now. That shit's going to be on eBay for years, though. Sold and resold. Over and over. I'm trying to cheat by doing it this way. We'll see if it works. If it works, it should save me time. That didn't work very well. The grease pulled it off. I used a ball to center it up.
Right, right.
Nope. Oh, there it goes. It's tight. Drop bearings. It's tight. That didn't work. See, all they do is twist on you. And let's see. 2/10 under. 2/10 over. 4/10 difference, 8/10 difference on size. It's too much of a jump probably, but not sure. Long, slow method. It's going together, so it might work.
Where did Dixie have all those parts made? Overseas?
All over the world.
Did they do just 45 stuff or all big stuff?
They did everything.
Did they?
Jet bike stuff.
Oh, really? I'd never heard of them.
Mainly it was Harley though.
And they were based out of where?
Out of Ohio. Columbus, Ohio. And they also had a place down in Florida. That was the jet bike stuff. I think this is going to work. Come on, get in there. Pick a hole to put it into. One more. No hole though. Make a hole. The last one might not go in. When it went on the floor. Alright. Nope. Locks it up. See, rollers are locked solid right now. There isn't room for the last one. So you leave it out. Much better fit. dirty rag I had laying out here somewhere.
Don't see it.
No, it's over here someplace. Small one. Laying out here somewhere. Oh well. I got the dirty one. You see how much tighter it is now?
Hell yeah.
Now it's got the proper clearance. I took out 8/10 clearance. Now when you go to bigger diameter rollers, on some applications, like this one here, the radial diameter, or pitch diameter, which is the center of the roller, goes in a circle. When you exceed the diameter of what that circle is, you can't put the roller in. Because you add 8/10 per roller all the way around.
Gotcha.
It adds up to a few thousands at the end. So, and you can't put the last one in it. So you just leave them out. Now this is the 1/8" roller, so it's the smallest roller. Now if that happened to, like this one here, was 150 thou thick, you gotta follow the camera.
All right.
Then I can go ahead and put one of these in there to keep the gap lower.
Gotcha.
But when you're at the smallest roller already,
Yeah, you can't do it.
over here. When I'm talking here, you can't look at me.
Well, I know, but you're showing it to the camera. I'm just trying to see too.
Yeah, we're supposed to look through this.
Yeah, all right. Well,
All right. So there's that part. Now, we changed our shims a little bit, but I think we should be close. I like mixing up everything in the middle of everything else, so it makes it fun. I did not put this in yet. That needs to go in. You want a new lock or use the old one?
you can use the old one. I don't think there's nothing wrong with it.
Until it breaks off.
Oh, well, it's up to you. You're building it.
Until it breaks off, it's fine.
Well, you're then you build.
We're
Yeah,
going to use red.
all right. Red's the stuff that never comes out, right?
No, just hard. Sleeve retainer's a lot firmer, but it's alright. We don't want these screws to come loose. This bracket comes loose inside the trim and it causes all kinds of problems.
Yeah, I can see that.
I've seen that happen before. Okay, so push that down with my thumb. Tighten these down lightly each one. And then progressively making it tighter. And start torquing the piss out of them. Okay, when you get them in there that tight, they're good. Okay. Now I made a big change on that. It's 15 thou. I changed that. So I need to make the washer a little thicker on this one to compensate for the change I did on that, I think. Multiple things are going on. So, keep from confusing yourself, it's best just to stop and go backwards a little bit, and double it up a little bit. We'll go individually check our end play like this first, and we'll come back and get the other one. It takes a little bit longer doing each one independently, but overall it eliminates confusion, so you take it out you actually do it less time, but it goes quicker. Okay, now we need our washer for that. Here's our new thin one we're putting in. That's our new piece. Okay, this is cut away now. This turned into a potato chip, so I gotta go rehydrate it. So I'll be back. So you can see how close we are in here. The shaft's all the way down right now. But I'm now closest right over here now instead of over here. So next time I do one of these, I'll put the gasket on here, scribe the gasket, and I just kind of cut to the gasket. I'll be fine. You just have to cut a little extra right there. So overall, we're pretty good. It's close to that one spot, but it's not going to hit it. Stud's getting broken in finally.
Yeah, I was gonna say, knocking the part.
See how the top ones are rolling around now?
Sure.
They're not binding up like they were. You have almost no end play though.
That's good though, right?
No, you have to have end play. We basically get 0.
Is that from that second gear guider plate?
No. We're not doing second.
Oh,
We're doing
that's right.
static in play.
Yeah.
It's because I got that washer over here. I put a 30 over here and I didn't change that. So I actually took out probably 5 thou at least. It looks like I took out about 10. So I either got to drop that washer slightly, or I got to drop this washer over here.
Hmm.
We got a 30 in here right now instead of a 20. I could put a 20 in there if I want. It's just a matter of what I want to take the washer. I can do it in a couple different spots. It doesn't matter where it comes from. If I take it out of this side, it'll tighten up my second gear clearance because I cut that spacer down and moved it over anyway. So it's going to help me by doing that. If I put it out, take it out this side, it'll let the sprocket come back out a little bit further, so it'll have a little more clearance in here too. But they don't really rub in here anyway, so that's kind of a moot point. So it's a toss up on where you can take your clearances out. Now we already got a lot of extra clearance on this side already because we put that thicker washer on the other side of the gear. We got the thick washer on this side. So we got washers, everything's shoving that way. So I think I'll drop this side down here on this side. But basically I only got a couple thou in play. Now the screws are tight, but they're not full tight, and the gasket's still pretty swelled up. So we're going to probably lose a couple thou, 2 or 3 more as the gasket settles. So we want to have some clearance. Now I don't like them running very tight anyway because you got to have room for this stuff to breathe a little bit. Next mock up, I'm going to put the rollers I'm going to use and put them all in. We might get a little bit of binding because it's real tight clearancing on both shafts, so there's not a lot of room for tolerance for misalignment. So that might cause some binding. So I want to see if that's going to happen on this next mock up. Okay, everybody's in. Didn't quite make it. So if I just drop this one away a little bit. This one's a 30. It's 22, so we gain 8 thou. Perfect, because I want to gain 10, I want to gain 8. That gives me 8. So that gives us our 8 thou we're looking for, right there. We got plenty of room for gear clearance because we made sure of that. Now I cut off 10 or so off of that, so I want to get this increased a little bit. I didn't change the other numbers, so it should still relatively close. This is at 90. Gain 5. This might work. Pick it up almost 20 thou. Big increase. I think it'll work though. Okay, where's my low gear? Oop. Shift dog. That's our clearance. Now I wasn't sure how much we had before, so I got a way of checking it I can think right now. About 68 thousandths. That's how much input we got. So now we can check the other one and see what we got. We were like 82 or 4, wasn't it?
I'm not sure.
And we took off about 12. Puts us down about 72, about the same. 68, 72. Should be almost identical. What do you mean, you forgot?
No.
Something important like that? Where's your head? How could you possibly forget that? Looks like my mark is gone.
Again.
Not that one. Not that one. That's it right there. That's the winner. Washer. $82. Thought we were higher. Thought we were around 87 or 8. Don't got a washer.
Does it sit here? No, I guess not. Oh, it's in there. Oh, okay. Well, you knew it didn't get far.
It's trying to get away. Close. Might be a couple, might be 5 thou too tight, but it is close. Okay. Get this washer put in here where it belongs.
We'll be back.
Okay, I pressed the washer into there. Deburr the hole slightly. Now I got to stop for the bearings to go in. So I should be able to pack them in there like this and assemble it as a unit, which will save me time. And there's no damn way I could have put that washer in there because it was pressed in pretty good.
So the washer stretched to go on over the collar, huh?
No, it's compressed into the collar.
Oh.
It's inside the bushing. It's not on the outside. It's on the inside. If I didn't deburr the top edge, it would shear the metal off and cut the thing. Okay. Alright, so now that'll hold the bearings so I can slip it in there. See how nice that goes?
Dropped right on.
Come on, get up in there. Did you leave me any OD paint?
I'm not sure. I didn't bring any.
I'm gonna paint this trap door. Should be that sprocket cover too. Screw run off too. I have it laying right here. There it is. Don't need Loctite on this one.
I can see.
There's our end play, see? It's back.
Mm-hmm.
And over here too, see? And when you push this end play in here, so we're not bound up, see?
Right.
So that means you got this in play plus whatever's in here right now. Now if you shove it all the way over, that takes up all the in play. Now we check our in play here, see what we really got in there. So it looks like, I guess, pretty close to what we're going to need. It looks like I could probably tighten up about 5 thou. Oh yeah, more than that. That's 20. 22 starting to slow down. 23 has a little bit of drag on it. Now you want to try to measure it on the other side of the bracket in case we didn't grind it evenly.
Right.
Of course, you can't get over the other side of the bracket.
Does it look flush to the gear?
Try going down the blind side over here, but I don't think I can get in that direction. No. Can't get in there from that direction. There, it's tight. See, I'm jamming it in there.
Mm-hmm.
23 is tight further down in there in the middle. Drop back to a 20. See if 20 ever gets tight anywhere. Yeah, pushing it in. 20 gets tight way up under there. Here's an 18. 18's fine. So I can take up 8 thou more.
Okay.
You see the end plate in it now? See it sliding back and forth?
Mm-hmm.
So I can put 8, I can take 8 more thou out of that one. Now, what's our overall in play here? So there's our overall in play. Now we had 68 or 70 on this side. So if we got 20, 65, 69, goes in tight. So we're about identical, like 68. So that, cutting that bracket did the trick on that. And when I take 10 out of here, it'll take 10 out of that. It'll make it slightly tighter on that side, which I'm all right with. So we need to put 10 in between these two here more, and that should give us what we want. I got tight on all these bolts here except for this lower one.
Right.
Everything else is tight. And it spins nice and free.
Right.
Which is what we want to see. Everything's spinning nice and free.
Yeah, beautiful.
Separate from each other. Got input in here. See, seems like that's more than 10, but we know it's about 12. So I can take up a little bit on this side here if I want. So I might find one of these has got another 3 or 4 more thicker than what's in there. I can fine tune it and bring it in there. Or I can put 5 back on this side, which would tighten this up 5 on this side, if I move this side over.
Okay.
So there's a couple of ways I can do it. But, so all the washers are usable except for that big fat one I stuck in the middle. The problem is the biggest one we can get is nowhere near what I got in there right now. This is 75, that's the biggest one.
Okay.
I just stuck 107 in there, I think. Stuck one of these in there. Yeah. So this is 75, so I have to put 2 of these in there to equalize what one of these is. So it'll be a 50 and a 60. And if I go a little bit thicker, it'll be 65 or 70. So we wind up running 3 washers in between these gears.
Wow.
Cluster gear, you can see there's a big gap between the teeth. And we've got a big gap too.
Yeah.
Hopefully those line up. So next thing is we got to get this all sized up on bearings, shove it in there, and do another mock-up. I'll play around with the shimming either here or here to take up that gap. We'll figure out what we want to do.
Okay.
And we can put this in there also. So we spent all day just getting this side here.
Yeah.
But we have all the bearings fitted now too.
Well, I'll bring some paint then.
So we got all the washers figured out that will have to be custom made. We got them figured out. So that makes it easy. So anyway, that's where we're at on that. So we're good. Good stopping point. It's the same as we started this morning.
Yeah, but it's all dialed in.
So now it's 1:20 a.m.
Yeah. Yep. All right. Thanks, Tatro. Pretty
All right.
cool. Pretty cool.